Hi, my name is Anjan. We are going to answer the following questions. Question 1. What does the CRISP DM methodology for data mining entail? What does the data analyst do in each step? CRISP DM is a useful 6-step method for data mining and data analytics. The first step is business understanding. Here, the analyst makes sure the problem and business goals are clear and sets success measures, for example, reducing customer loss and improving fraud detection. In each step, business questions are turned into clear data tasks and plan for how to check results. Second is data understanding. The analyst inventories available data sources, explores sample records, and runs initial quality checks to find missing values or distributions or obvious biases. This phase is about getting familiar and spotting early risk. Third is data preparation. This is heavy lifting, cleaning, merging, reshaping, feature engineering. Okay, let's jump into the question 2. What needs to be done before you can forecast time series? What does time series analysis involve? Before forecasting, data must be ready. First, ensure a consistent time index, regular frequency, missing dates handled, and outliers addressed. Second, visualize and decompose the series to see trend, seasonality, and noise. Third, check stationarity. If mean or variance changes, apply transformation or differentiation. Fourth, study autocorrelation plots to guide model selection. Then, split training and testing by time, never randomly, and use rolling validation. Finally, evaluate with proper metrics like MAE or RMSE and inspect residuals for randomness. In short, forecasting isn't just model fitting, it's cleaning, understanding, and validating the time structure. What are the main principles of data ethics and what organizations can do to uphold them? Data ethics is built on a few key principles. First, privacy. Collect only what's needed and protect it. Second, consent. People should know how their data is used. Third, fairness. Avoid bias and harm across groups. Fourth is transparency. Make sure decisions are understandable. And fifth is accountability. Organizations must take responsibility and offer remedies. And finally, purpose limitation. Use data only for the reason it was collected. To support this, companies can set up ethics boards, clear policies, and run audits before launching, and apply safeguards like encryption or anonymization. They should also document data and models, train staff, and provide easy way to report issues. Publishing transparency report makes ethics parts of everyday business, not an afterthought. Question 4 is about raising bias concerns in predictive models. If I noticed measurement bias, I would take the evidence to my manager. I would show results broken down by groups, maybe calibration plots, and point out where the metrics could be misleading. For example, I might say our overall AUC looks high, but it's hiding weaker performance for this specific group. Then I would suggest practical fixes like building a more balanced test set, reporting metrics separately for each group, and double-checking that there's no level leakage. For the long term, I would recommend setting up a standard evaluation process, adding fairness checks, and monitoring models continuously. The key is to frame it as risk reduction with clear next steps, so the concern is taken seriously and turned into action. Question 5. Difference between regression and classification models. When to use which? The main difference between regression and classification is the type of target we are trying to predict. Regression is used when the outcome is a continuous number, like a house price or monthly sales. Classification, on the other hand, predicts categories such as whether a customer will leave or not, or whether a transaction is fraud or not. The way we measure success also differs. For regression, we usually look at metrics like MAE, RMSE, or R squared. For classification, we use things like accuracy, precision, recall, or F1 score. So, when the business needs a numeric prediction, we use regression. When it needs a decision or a label, we use classification. And in both cases, it's important to pick evaluation metrics that reflect the real cost of mistakes for the business.